calls for an end to patients being sent outside Northern Ireland for cardiac operations.
A shocking incompetence attributable to bad management and failure to listen to doctors.
Peter Robinson claims dirty tricks over the publication of his family's expenses.
And up in arms, pensioners take to the streets to demand a better deal.
Good evening and welcome to the New Look UTV Live this Monday evening. I'm Paul Clark.
And I'm Lynda Bryans. Thanks for joining us. Here's what else is on UTV Live this evening.
Breathing new life into the heart of Belfast. But there's still a lot to be done.
Hoey the hero returns. The golfing sensation is back in Belfast.
And there were times over the weekend when it seemed like the summer, but there were times today when it seemed to have all disappeared. What will be coming out of the skies? Find out here at 6:25.
But before all that, tonight's top story.
Chest, Heart and Stroke is calling for radical changes after revealing that £7 million was spent treating cardiac patients outside Northern Ireland last year.
The British Medical Association is now accusing the government of shocking incompetence. But as Jane Lockery reports, the Department of Health has described the criticism as unfair.
If you need to have heart surgery in Northern Ireland.
With the waiting time for operations, many patients are prepared to travel if it means they'll get their operations quickly. Siobhan McGarry's been talking to a man from Belfast who was sent to Dublin for his. And while the experience was a positive one, he feels it's unfair on both the patient and the public purse. 58-year-old.
I'm joined now by Andrew Dougal from Northern Ireland Chest, Heart and Stroke. Andrew Dougal, that story was a positive experience. If it gets the job done, why not send the patient outside Northern Ireland?
Well, we in Chest, Heart and Stroke would like to congratulate the staff at the Royal for achieving 1,000 operations. But some people don't have positive experiences, some people have negative experience, and some people...
Well, still to come on the programme.
You may find this hard to believe, but I'm literally 2 minutes from one of the busiest roads around Belfast. But this is somewhere you might consider bringing the kids during the Easter holidays.
Not first. Peter Robinson says he and his wife have become victims of the Tory sleaze department. He was speaking after stories appeared in a number of tabloid papers claiming their joint income was over £570,000. Our political editor Ken Reid reports from Stormont.
Pensioners have staged a protest in Belfast city centre calling on the government to increase the basic state pension.
They say many of them are living in poverty because the pension is inadequate. Niall Donnelly has the story.
Well, now let's take a look at some of the rest of the day's news in brief. It's emerged that a failed plan to sell and lease back government office buildings here has cost taxpayers almost £13 million. It had been envisaged that the project would have led to the sale of 65 government buildings to private companies who would then lease them back to the civil service.
The dentist Colin Howell, who is accused of murdering his wife and his ex-lover's husband, is to face new questioning. A court was told this morning that Howell, who's from Castle Rock, is to be interviewed about other matters.
The opening of a £20 million hotel is a further boost to the cathedral quarter of Belfast. However, some of the district still suffers from urban blight. Our business editor Jamie DeLargy reports.
The fashionable North Belfast.
And still to come on tonight's programme. Another Northern Irish success, Michael Hoey returns from the Portuguese Open after winning in dramatic circumstances.
And nature at its very best. If you're banging your head off the wall wondering how to keep your children entertained this Easter, you might want to keep watching. So for all that and more, join us again in just a minute.